you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Under fire. The sure hands. It's Pringle. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted deep in his own end.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Out of the gun to give to the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Power football with the run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst. And
there he goes. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Looking to throw, it's Barry. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Noles. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets away from one, finds some space. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Berry. Gets it out quickly. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Graham.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. This is a designed run. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Offense in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Play action. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of yardage on that one.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's Sperry. That's reeled in. It's Pringle. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. looking to fire. Here's a heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here's the pressure. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Zippo. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Toggle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Finds his tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's going to bring it out. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for space. It smothers. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Clemson jumps to the line. He'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fitted in the window for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Overton. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the 4th quarter.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Really important for a ranked team going into a environment like this one not to... Underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Bobo. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Crosses to 40. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular.